another disruption here, which very big one, very personal one, is family.
Family disruptions.
Family disruptions here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because for a lot of people, I would say the majority of families, there was just that kind of rhythm
Mm-hmm.
where parents went to work, kids went to school.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the rhythm of the school year, the rhythm of the week, that normalcy that just got blown up.
Yeah.
Completely blown up.
Completely.
But it's even like in little kids, daycare, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they're going from the rhythm of, you know, daycare or something like that. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Now they're at home
yeah.
all the time.
And it's not that it was tough for everybody, but it's just a disruption.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a disruption for the kids, for the
Mm-hmm.
parents of all ages.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think so often about, and we'll talk a little bit more about the kids' perspective later, but
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, even, you know, our oldest was in a little school
Mm-hmm.
at that time, and he didn't get to finish.
Yeah.
And then our youngest, super small at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just at home all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's at home all the time. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
this is great.
Yeah.
And he's quite the homebody.
Yes, he
you
is.
know. So yeah, it was just such a disruption for families.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and I know like so many, I know there's a lot of marriages that didn't survive COVID. And I'm sure there was problems before, you know, like anything, when you put something in a pressure cooker, whatever problems are there are going to rise to the surface. And I feel I know there's a lot of marriages that didn't survive COVID. I know, being at home with your family, all of a sudden, if you're not used to it, it is like such an overwhelming
Absolutely.
experience.
Not that you don't love them.
Yeah.
You're just around them all the
All
time
the
now.
time. And like some people love that, and like, you know, if everybody somehow is in your family is extroverted and everybody likes each other, then maybe that was wonderful, but that's not I don't think that's reality for most people. I think there's a variety of personalities, and you're used to being, you know, if you think about it, like most parents, for example, work, you know, 8 hours a day. Kids are in school 7 to 8 hours a day. You see each other in the evenings, on the weekends, and then holiday time. When you went from that to seeing people 24 hours a day, like, of course, siblings are going to fight more. Parents are going to fight more. You know, you're going to have more conflict in general just because you're all there.
And it's not like you're seeing each other more because, like, well, we're on vacation.
Yeah, it's different.
It's like we're seeing each
You're
other more
forced to be
because
together.
the world feels like it's collapsing.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a fun, like, we're on vacation. It's we're sheltering in place or whatever they called it. Like, we're quarantining or we're whatever. And yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. And then even so you had those families who, well, now they're at home together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You had other families who, you know, maybe their work, depending on what they did, they had to leave for work, right?
Yeah, like
that
if you were a first responder or something.
Yeah, hugely stressful.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a loved one who's doing a job that they can't not go to.
Yeah.
Through that, you had the family that you are now being forced to be with all the time, and then you have other family that now you're not seeing at all.
Yeah.
You know, how many people shared about how tough it was, like with their older grandparents or maybe older parents, where they wanted to go see them, but wanted to keep them safe or whatever. And so like you have that element too of like, well, now I can't go visit families, you know, holidays disrupted, things like that.
Well, we both lost a family member.
Mm-hmm.
I lost 2 family members in 2020. You lost one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that was tough. Didn't get to go to funerals.
Yeah. No funerals, people saying goodbye to their loved ones over FaceTime. Like, that's not it, man. That's
so devastating.
So devastating. And that was just the reality for a lot of people. You know, that's a massive hurt that you've got to try to process and come to terms with now. having loved ones who, you know, you didn't realize, say in 2019, that was your last
get together
Christmas
yeah
with them,
yeah
right? Not that anything's guaranteed. We should have a mindset of cherishing the moments, but just the nature of how everything
yeah I mean like you see
happened.
somebody at, let's say you had a family reunion summer of 19 and you expect to see them next year or whatever, you know, you expect to see them at the next function. Well, come next year and you don't get to. That's hard.
Or like how many, you know, I'm thinking broadly here, how many families maybe had traditions like that that COVID halted, and have they been picked back up? I mean, I'm sure some have, some haven't. Like it just altered a lot of family dynamics there. So, you know, just being at home all the time, even with people you love, is tough. We know that with kids. We love them to death, but they're a lot in the summers. Excuse me. And then not being able to see family, losing family. Yeah, it was tough on the family unit in a lot of ways.
Many, many ways, yeah.